They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going to try and throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
First down 10 at the 40-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints at 7-9 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Olave holds it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. The 20. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. At the line of scrimmage, they used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 48-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
The score, Panthers 21, Saints 0.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Would be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Throwing, Young.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The play fake. Now Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A first down throw for Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. For this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. But they need 7 yards here. On play action, Young. He's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it is 28-0.
Panthers 28, Saints 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Three.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And taken right at the 35.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Okay, break. Hustle.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Young's throw taken in by Chark.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now back to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. it's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And my goodness, another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3 yards remain for second down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a
touchdown Panthers. Adam Thielen, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for him, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing...
And now here is another interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell.